Hello there. Happy Hump Day. It's another Hump Day. And here we are. I'm Valerie Shepard, Dr. Valerie Renee Shepard, coming to you live for this week's Hump Day Happy Chat. I'm in a new location, another location on my adventure in the south of France. Yay, yay. I'm indoors this time. So here we are. I've got my laptop on my lap. I'm sitting in front of a beautiful interior stone wall. One of my favorite aspects of architecture is interior stone. I love interior exposed wood, interior exposed stone, all kinds of what I call ancient feel and look. And so I'm blessed at this point to be staying in an Airbnb that is perfect for me. I'm totally loving it. I'm in a place called Antugnac, and everything is going beautifully. It continues to go beautifully. Yay! I'm assuming and hoping, praying, wishing, blessing you that everything is going beautiful where you are too. Thank you so much for joining me. Hump Day Happy Chat. So, this is the Hartley Center on the road. We are bringing you live wisdom as it's unfolding on this unfolding journey. I still have a while to go. I'm very happy about that. And as I've been mentioning in the Hump Day Happy Chats that you've seen from Perpignan and Banyuls and now Antugnac, we're still talking about how do you create happiness? How do you create joy? How do you create the life that you love living in the midst of the life that's showing up? Like, think about that. The life that you love living in the midst of what's actually happening. And at any given moment, what's actually happening ain't what you wished for. Like, that's not on your list of top 10 things you'd like to have in your life today. It doesn't always show up that way. And yet, I contend, I feel like my life is proof of that. I contend that happiness is still available to you in every moment. It's a matter of what you choose, how you choose it, how you activate it. And it's also understanding, why is my reaction to what is the way it is? Where did this come from? I had some great insights today. I saw a beautiful spiritual healer named Maria. She's amazing. And I didn't know her before I landed here in France. And some people connected me to her, and I had my second session with her. So one of the notes to self from this that I'm sharing now is there is nothing wrong and everything right, potentially. Everything can be made right from actually getting professional help, getting someone else's insights, getting someone else's input, having someone hold your hand, stroke your head, hold your shoulder, and tell you, it's all right. Here's what I'm seeing. Here's how it might help you, how it might serve you. That's why I do coaching and counseling that I do. That's why I do retreats, in order to provide a perspective that can help people take themselves to a new level. So I practice what I preach, and so I availed myself of Maria, and it was wonderful to get the wisdom that she carries. And I'm so grateful to the universe that there are carriers of wisdom among us. Walking right next to you could be somebody who can send you soaring with some wisdom that they'd like to provide to you, about who you're being, about how things are working, about what's not working for you. So I suggest, if you have the opportunity to create better clarity for yourself, better understanding that serves you as you make choices, as you deal with the stuff of life, as you grow in your self-mastery, then do it. Yay. So self-mastery is mastering you in your life so that you can exquisitely manage whatever your life brings your way. And on this journey, I've been experiencing so much, so much. And one of the things I've been experiencing, which has really not been so much fun, is mosquitoes. Oh my gosh. I've been asking like more than one occasion. There's light coming in. Both I've got the benefit of this beautiful room that has a private terrace, and there's light coming in, and it's so wonderful. It's been raining and kind of gray today, but it's brightening up a little. So the title of today's Hump Day Happy Chat is, why do we need mosquitoes? Like, really? Are they so important to the ecosystem that we can't just annihilate them? Isn't that silly? It's kind of a funny thought that anything on this earth is superfluous, that anything that is created in the divinity of the universe is superfluous, and that I, Dr. Valerie Renee Shepherd, gets to decide. But here we are talking about it, and we're talking about it because I can't tell you how many mosquito bites I have. It's like, how do we deal with these pesky pests? And I've been introduced, it's over there. I've been introduced to some really fabulous mosquito repellent that is biologique. It's organic, and it also doesn't have a smell. It's like scentless, which is wonderful because I did have some off, but I mean, when I put that stuff on, it's like, I'm sorry, it just smells bad. Don't mean to denigrate a brand, but don't like it. So anyway, I thought I would talk for a few minutes about how do you deal with pests? Or things that we label pests, because not everything's a pest, right? Even the things that we experience as pests. So people next door with their music on and interrupts you with your trying to work or trying to sleep or just trying to think. It rains when you'd rather have sunshine. Well, that pesky nature's kind of taking the fun out of your day. As a person doing something that keeps bothering you. Sometimes it's you. You're the pest. You can't get a thought out of your mind. You can't quiet that mental chatter. You keep doing that thing you do that you know doesn't serve you. For me, it's how many figs can we eat in a day? It's getting up and really, really, really wanting some cookies and eating them. It's, boy, would I really love to watch another one of those episodes on Netflix instead of getting out and going for a walk. Like, sometimes dare we say it, being truthful, being willing to look, we are the pest. Or how about the fly that just flew in and is on my laptop? So you get what I mean. Pests. They come in all shapes and sizes, all variations on the theme. What do we do about them? What do we do about them? And by the way, of course, I would have to look up, do we really need mosquitoes before I started talking about this topic? So according to Smithsonian Magazine, mosquitoes can seem like nothing but pointless irritations, but still, they're pretty important to the biosystem, to the ecosystem. Here's what Smithsonian Magazine says, that mosquitoes form an important source of biomass in the food chain, serving as food for fish, as larvae for birds, bats, frogs, and adult flies. Oh, there's another pest for you, an adult fly. And some species of mosquitoes are also important pollinators. So I've decided I need to just forgive myself for absolutely hating mosquitoes and for the number of them that I squished in between my hands in the last couple of weeks, and surround myself with the energy of mosquito repellent coming outside of my body, and bless them and allow them to do what they're here on the planet to do. Yay. Hello out there. Thank you so much for joining me for the Hump Day Happy Chat. So today's topic is about, do we really need mosquitoes? Which is about, what do we do with pests in our lives? So I would love it if you would type in. Are you dealing with a pest in your life? And is it you? Ha ha. Is it you? If you want to type into the comments, it would be so awesome to know what pests people are dealing with. So again, with me, it's mosquitoes. So the first thing when we're dealing with pests, depending on what kind of pests we're dealing with, the first thing to do is to look at prevention. Like, how do I prevent? You see me grabbing my fly over here. How do we prevent the pest from not being a pest, but from us having the reaction that we do, right? So you will hear me say that happiness is not dependent on outer circumstances. So it's up to me to change what's going on in here, in this instrument that I am, this instrument of love, peace, joy, and freedom, to continue playing my song of love, peace, joy, and freedom, regardless of what's going on around me. So the prevention is not stop the mosquitoes coming anywhere near my body. Of course, that's a no-brainer. The next thing is, though, how do I prevent myself from getting on the mosquito train so far that I'm completely gone? I can't concentrate. Everything is diminished because there are things called mosquitoes in my world that I'm just so ratcheted up. When people ask me how I am, well, I'd be fine if it weren't for these damn mosquitoes. And when people are talking to me about, are you okay? No, look at all these bites. Like, becomes the main topic, the center of my attention. That number one prevention is me. It's how do I prevent myself from being taken out of my center, because there's this tiny little thing. And let me tell you, some of these mosquitoes, I swear, are invisible. They have a cloak of invisibility and I can't even see them, but I can feel them when they bite me, and I look down to smack them and there's nothing there. What? So same thing with you. Sometimes that pesky little pest is your interpretation of a situation. Your out of control, over the top reaction to that person and what they did or didn't do. Your really mean gal or mean guy voice to yourself. The aspect of you that wants everything to be different but doesn't want to do anything to have the changes happen. The place where you are that you absolutely will not accept, this is where you are. Which means if you can't accept the present moment, this is where I am, it's really difficult to make that the launching pad to where you're supposed to be going next. And I say supposed to be in quotations. Are you feeling me? If you're feeling me, give me a thumbs up or a little like. Imagine. How do you deal with pesky pests? Change your interpretation of what is a pest and what isn't. And I know the word is pest, P-E-S-T, but I like saying P-E-S-K. Pesky pests. It's kind of a way I bring a little fun into the situation. So check in on you. Why am I making it such a big deal that a mosquito just bit me? Why am I getting all ratcheted up over this itsy bitsy tiny little thing? Especially since I do have solutions at my disposal. I just am not maybe employing them, not maybe relying on them, and not maybe activating them. What's up with that? So check in on how your interpretation of what is a pest creates your experience of that thing being the pest. And maybe it creates the experience of that thing being an even worse pest than it really is. Have you ever done that? Flown off the handle or had a reaction and then later kind of gone, maybe that reaction wasn't necessarily called for at that level. maybe I didn't really need to go so over the top. Maybe not. Have you ever had that? Yeah, me too. Last night, in fact. Yeah. The pest might not really be a pest. So when I looked up mosquitoes, moustiques, as they're called en français, moustiques, as I looked them up last night, I was like, oh, okay, so we need them. They do something beneficial in the environment, and I'm all about Mother Earth being sustained and supported and healthy and loved, cared for. And I have watched those National Geographic specials where they show you what would happen if certain things were taken out of an ecosystem. And the cascading effect is humongous. I think they have one on wolves. If you haven't seen it, check it out. When wolves are taken out and then when they're reintroduced. It's pretty amazing. So, what's pestering you? What are the pesky pests in your life? Can you maybe stop doing the, get away, stop it? You know, my life would be great if you would just stop doing that thing, or if I could just get rid of these. What if you could shift your interpretation a little? Maybe, like I had to do with the moustiques, find the redeeming qualities, find the aspect of the pesky pest that is actually kind of essential. Like what are the beautiful things? What are the things that are necessary? And it's not a part of necessary evil. It's a part of, this is a necessary aspect of my life right now. Then, if I use that as a baseline, when I use that as the baseline, okay, it's necessary. Like right now, the whole trip I've been wearing this kind of heavy, very stiff knee brace to help me with stability and walking. A lot of the ground here is uneven. I'm walking on cobblestones. I'm doing my best to support the me that I intend to be while I'm here, which is exploring and being out. And so, what if I can look at that pesky past and say, okay, the baseline for the magical and amazing experience that I'm co-creating with my team of angels and masters and guides and guardians that I'm creating as a part of this experience requires this brace. This brace is actually making a lot of the magic possible. I can walk longer. I can go on different terrain. I'm going up steps. It's like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I bless my knee brace. Every time I put it on, every time I take it off, I thank it. I haven't gotten yet to thanking the mosquitoes. Some growth there. I guess I can thank them for what they do in the ecosystem and affirm that they can do it without my blood. So think about that. Elimination of the pest might not be getting rid of the pest. It might be eliminating the way you're interpreting the pest. So how can I interpret this thing that I need to do right now as okay? Change in order to change the situation. And then second might be, okay, find the gratitude in it. What's the benefit that this thing is bringing to your life exactly as it is? Formerly labeled pest, maybe now just getting to neutral. You don't have to get into a love affair with it. I don't love mosquitoes, and I don't see that I ever will. I don't love this knee brace, and I can guarantee you I never will. I am looking at, can I get to neutral and at least stop denigrating the fact that I have to wear it or that it doesn't match my shorts. Because in the true sense, the Valerie that I am would want a wardrobe of knee braces that I could make match what it is I'm wearing, like a true accessory. And got a shout out at this moment to my bestie Elizabeth Spears, who would be laughing so hard right now because she always tells me you're too into matchy matchy. And I am. And I wear it proudly. Um, so yeah, this knee brace that I have doesn't match everything I wear, and so I don't always want to wear it. And I know the beauty that it's bringing to me, and so I can get to neutral with it. Can you get to neutral with what you're calling a pest right now? So that allows you to be in a space where you're in a heart open mode instead of a contraction. So know this, whenever you label something, I don't want that. Mosquitoes or flies or kids tugging on your pants at 6 o'clock in the morning, or a burned dinner, or a low grade on a paper, or a firing at a job, or a diagnosis that you don't want, whatever that is. When you get into the contracted mode of I don't want it, you're doing two powerful things that are creating your next moment. When you're in resistance, which is what I don't want it, get away, take this away. When you're in resistance, you're resisting something actually creates the energy of persistence. Why? It's a law of the universe. Resistance creates persistence. Why? Because you're putting your energy on the thing you don't want. And so when you put your energy on something, whether it's wanted or unwanted, you create more of that thing. You create more of that thing. So getting yourself to neutral and being in a space of, okay, the pest is here, the mosquito's here. Take a deep breath. How do I make peace with the fact that mosquitoes are in my world today? How do I make peace with the fact that a pest is pestering me? Then, can you even take yourself up? So you go to neutral. I'll make peace with it. Can you take yourself up one notch? Can you find one tiny mosquito-sized thing to be grateful for in the moment? One mosquito-sized thing to be grateful for in the moment. And then you just keep doing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Before you know it, what you thought was a pest is just another thing. It's just there. It's no longer ratcheting up your blood pressure. It's no longer making you anything. It's just there. It's just there. I'm so grateful that you joined me today. Hump Day Happy Chat on the road in Antugnac, France. Yay! I always close the Hump Day Happy Chat with the Karanaya Metta Sutra, the prayer of loving kindness from the Buddha. And hopefully, if you're a regular tuner inner, you're getting familiar with these words. This is a wonderful prayer to pray also when pests, I'm watching a fly on my laptop right now, when pests seem to be getting the better of you. Because everything you're praying for everyone is also for you. And the first line is really helpful when you're feeling pestered. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be safe. May all beings be happy. Yay! May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. Your true nature is peace, love, joy, and freedom, emotional freedom. That's what we're giving you in the Hump Day Happy Chat. So I hope you'll keep coming back for more. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. And may all beings be free. Yay! Many blessings to you. Thank you so much. If you have a question for me, you can come to my Bliss Collective group, and we have Ask Valerie Fridays. You can type a question into the comments on this Hump Day Happy Chat. I'll do my best to answer it, and you can always private message me. I love being in service, and I would love to hear from you. If you have a topic that you're like, would you please talk about this topic? Definitely let me know that. A lot of my topics come from questions from the audience. A lot of them just bubble up in the moment, like today's. Many blessings. So excited to be here and so excited to have you on this journey with me. See you soon. Bye now. As the fly flies right in my head.